With Henry Burris and the rest of the Stampeders going through their paces below, Stamps president Lyle Bauer spoke with Herald columnist Tony Seskus about the state of the CFL.
Well, I think we're just about on the edge of it. I think if you look at the strides that have been made, first off, in solidifying ownership across the CFL. We have a very, very strong group of owners, committed, strong community teams, and strong private teams that are, we certainly still have challenges, although progress is being made in the Southern Ontario market, but with the ownership that's there with David Braley and Bob Young, I think we're in a very solid position. But there's also some, succinct plans for that market and across the country. But, you look at the broadcast ratings, you look at the attendance figures over the last night, they've been nothing but on the increase. And I think that the CFL is reconnected with Canadians, and, as a matter of fact, has been introduced to many U.S. people as well through the NFL Network, things in that regard.
What's been the key? Why? What's happening?
Well, it's kind of funny you bring that up, because it's really a upward trending business in a downward trending market, which goes against the flow. But that's sort of what the CFL has always been. Probably, if there's one issue that may have the most influence in the success of the teams, it would be the salary management system, which was built on the past salary cap. What happened? This goes back to ownership. This goes back to leadership. That there's always, for several decades, there's been a salary cap. But when you put a salary management system in and put teeth behind it, give out fines, enforce it, check people, and full audits of people's books, and that, it makes a difference. And the fines are significant. And then again, but it goes back to will. It goes back to will of the individual clubs to to play within the rules. And I think that we like to go to the edge, and sometimes people go a little bit over. But for the most part, I think it's probably been one of the biggest things when it comes to the financial recovery of many teams. As you look around the league, you'll see everybody either has a new stadium, a renovation, or some other activity either on the burner, in progress, or completed. So we're one of those teams now when it comes to the facility, particularly McMahon Stadium, is to come up with a plan and a design to improve the overall game day experience here, and that comes from evaluating a complete refurbishment, new stadium, whatever that happens to be. But how do we get more comfort for us fans? How do we get better service and concessions? How do we get an overall better feeling as far as being here? Because we do compete with our broadcasters, because being at home with the HD TV, things along those lines, that's one of our competitions. So we have to provide an experience in stadium that you absolutely cannot replicate anywhere else that you are. And that's one of our, and a big portion of that has to be the comfort, the services, and the experience that our fans are enjoying. And when it comes to physical assets like stadiums, seating, all those things, that cost money. And there's some plans that we're working on right now to put a package together, and people that know my history know that when it comes to going after either refurbished or new facility, I firmly believe in it.